Hello there, I am Kane Ridley, and today we will be looking at Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber from Revenge of the Sith.
My name is Kane Ridley, and I hold no alliance to anyone. I am not Jedi, nor Sith, nor Republic or Empire. I do not walk the path of the light side of the Force, nor do I accept the embrace of the dark side. I am, quite simply, a collector.
Obi-Wan Kenobi has always been one of my favorite Star Wars characters. There's just something about him, whether it's from the prequel trilogy or the original trilogy, there's just something I've always enjoyed about his character. He's wise, he's smart, but he can be brash, but he always gets the job done. He's always trying to do things for the greater good, but unfortunately, it ends up blowing up in his face. And how many times has that happened to me, or how many times has that happened to you? Well, what I'm holding in my hands today is the 2010 version of Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, modeled after the Revenge of the Sith movie. Now, the big difference between the Master replica lightsabers that kind of came out in the early 2000s to mid 2000s, these Hasbros that really came out in, well, probably 2010, and the current line that Hasbro has in celebration of the brand new Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens, these are unique because you can actually remove the polycarbonate blade from the 2010 versions, which is really cool if you are a cosplayer, if you go to events like I do, dressed as a Jedi or some kind of other Star Wars character, you can actually take the polycarbonate blade off, and it comes with the actual clip to put it on your belt, and it looks pretty cool. Now, the modern versions of Hasbro blades do not do that, so that is important to know, that if you're going to be going to the Star Wars Force Awakens premiere and you want something that doesn't look like a total weapon here, like a lightsaber, or you just don't want to carry around a full-bladed lightsaber if they'll allow you in the theater, then you could take this off and you're pretty much good to go, and it looks authentic. Overall though, this is a pretty cool lightsaber, and this was one of the first few I got a hold of back when they first came out. And you gotta love the hilt design. It's got a really great feel to it. The speaker on this thing is pretty loud, and of course, lighting up, it is pretty awesome. You got your activation here. This screws off in order to get to the batteries, and it just looks cool, and it's authentic to Obi-Wan Kenobi. So why don't we turn this thing on to hear what it sounds like. So you got your idle hum when you move it around. Also, when you go to swing and attack. Very cool. This one also handles particularly well. The activation box does not get in the way. Now, the other cool thing about these lightsabers compared to unlicensed lightsaber manufacturers that are out there is the fact that the lightsaber actually lights down and lights up when you color it. So watch this, for example, when I turn the blade off. It goes down, and when I turn it on, shoots up, which is really cool. And a lot of other lightsaber manufacturers out there don't do that. That's one of the major cool things about the Hasbro and the Master replica lightsabers, is that they do that instead of other lightsabers just, you flip the switch and it turns on. That's one of the major differences. That comes at a minus though, unfortunately, as cool as it is, and this is something that needs to be discussed. These Hasbro lightsabers, the master replica lightsabers, are not made for dueling. Now, everyone, what's the first thing you want to do when you get a lightsaber is you want to get somebody else with one, and you want to live out your favorite Star Wars battles or create some new ones, right? They always stress with these that they are a collectible. They are not made to take a beating. And the reason for that is it's only polycarbonate, and it's a low-grade polycarbonate. What's going to end up happening is there's going to be marks, there's going to be dings, and they're probably not going to look too good after that. And obviously the value of these as a collectible are going to drop supremely. The other thing is, now remember, when I turn this on, goes off, right? Which is really cool. The thing is, what's different about these lightsabers is that the light isn't being emitted from the hilt. This doesn't come up through the pommel and through the hilt. There's actually LED strings of lights here that go up and down and run up and down on this lightsaber. So what do you think is going to happen if you bang them together? Well, some of them are going to break, they're going to go dark, and the lightsaber isn't going to be that cool anymore, and you got to find some way of actually repairing it. So that is the only downside with these. If you're looking for a lightsaber to duel, like this very cool Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber, this is not for you. However, if you're looking for something that you want to take out at events, you're going to lightly strike with it, or you're going to a theater, or you just want a cosplay deal, well, here you go. This is a best bet, and you can find these on eBay. They're pretty much readily available. Now, let's see what this thing looks like without the blade on it. And here we go. Here is this lightsaber without the polycarbonate blade in it. It's now a cool collectible that you can hang from your belt, walk around with, and it's always a cool conversation piece for conventions or anything else. And they do include a little attachment here for your belt, and you can actually put it on the little wheel here. So if I want to attach that, just pop this here. There we go. I'm ready to go. And of course I can hide this under my cloak. And again, if I am not allowed to bring in a full-bladed lightsaber somewhere, I can take this off and walk around with it, which is pretty cool. Everyone, thank you for watching this episode of The Force Collector. This again has been a review of the Hasbro 2010 version of the Obi-Wan Kenobi Revenge of the Sith lightsaber. I hope you enjoyed, and any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will be happy to answer. Thank you, and may the Force be with you.